How's it going today? John McQuillan with McQuillan Brothers Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Rooter. We're at a homeowner's house today and we're going to be going through the basement. So we're going to go through, going to point out the water meter, the gas shutoff, where your sewer system leaves your house. Really just take the opportunity to get you familiar with the typical Midwest basement here. So we'll go downstairs and we'll start going through the components. So now we are at your water service. This is the point at which all water comes into your home. So comes up to from the city. You've got a couple of valves here to isolate your water meter here. This is just the way that the city counts how much water you're using. Should you come into an emergency situation in your home where you've got to shut the water off, this is going to be the valve you're going to want to go for. This is the house side shutoff valve to your water service. So for whatever it's worth, at McQuillan Brothers we do offer a free valve tagging service. So if it's something you want to have a technician come out and go through and mark all your valves, just give us a call and let us know. So now we are at the gas main coming into the house. So this here, you're going to find your gas piping and your gas main coming on the same wall that your gas meter sits on the outside of your home. So if you're in your basement and your gas meter's on the west side of your house, go to the west side of your basement and look for your gas pipe coming in. 90% of the time, if your home is older, you're going to have a bigger black steel pipe. On some newer model homes, you'll actually notice it'll be more of a half-inch copper pipeline. But on all new homes, it's going to be labeled. There will be stickers on it that say this is gas main, gas main, gas main. So in an emergency situation, if you need to shut off your gas, you're going to locate this pipe, and there's a ball valve right up here that you're going to shut off. So by code in Minnesota, you have to have a shutoff valve right inside the home. So if you're going to just kind of explore and get a handle on your basement and you notice that you do not have a shutoff valve, give us a call. We'll absolutely give you some options on how we can get one installed because this is gas, and you want to make sure that you know exactly where the shutoff valve is should you find yourself in an emergency. Next basement component here, we've got the sump pump. So the sump pump sits inside this, what's called a sump pit. So all the drain tile in your home brings all the water and it dumps it into your sump pit. So this is groundwater. The whole purpose of this is to keep your basements dry. So the sump pit collects all the groundwater around your home, and then inside here we've got this float. And what this float does is once the water level reaches a high enough point in the sump pit, it's going to switch the float, call the pump on, and the pump's going to eject the water outside. This right here, this is just called a check valve. So this is just going to keep the water from coming back in and filling the tank up. And then finally, this pump actually comes with a backup alarm system, which is something that we can add to any sump station. All it's going to do is it adds a second float. And if your sump pump doesn't come on and the water gets above a set level, it'll trigger an alarm. Just to let you know that it's time to get something taken care of. So, alright, so now we're here at the waste stack of your house. So this is where all the waste from your home comes together. Toilets, bathtubs, kitchen sink. Everything comes together and goes through this pipe out to the city sewer. So this is the clean out. So this is the point at which we access your sewer for cameraing, cabling if you get your line routed. We've recently started using a new process that's been able to allow us to do major sewer work without devastating the front yard. So we have a video put together on our sewer lining process. Feel free to scroll through and check it out. And here, this is combustion air. So this is something that should be in every mechanical room, unless all of your equipment is high efficient equipment. The way you'll know it's high efficient equipment is if it has plastic pipes coming out the top. As you can see here on this boiler, this is a metal chimney. So this is a standard efficient boiler that needs oxygen to burn a flame. So all this is this is a pipe that's piped directly outside, and it comes in, and sometimes you'll see it in a 5-gallon bucket, or sometimes you'll see it goosenecked up. But I mean, if you put your hand here, it's just cold air sucking in from outside. And what it's doing is it's providing the oxygen for your flame, so you don't get a rich flame. And so you get adequate combustion. And what ends up happening if you're lacking oxygen is you end up in a situation where you have a rich flame. You have high levels of carbon monoxide in your chimney. You'll increase your service calls. You'll decrease the life expectancy of your unit. So absolutely, when you're in your basement going through, check it out. If you don't have combustion air, again, just give us a call. We're here for you. That's it. That's a tour of a standard Minnesota basement. So we've gone through and we've shown the components. This is a service that we provide at McQuillan Brothers. So if this is something you'd like for us to come out to your home specifically and walk around with you, show you where your shutoffs are, tag your valves, please just give us a shout. We're absolutely here for you. There are a few other components in the basement that we didn't really tackle in this video, but we have some other video series going over boilers, furnaces, water heaters. So definitely check those out if you have any questions. And I guess finally, if you're here in the Twin Cities and you need any help with plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or drain cleaning and rooter, we've got you covered day and night. So anything that we can do for you, please just let us know. Thanks.